Mike Farran, you've just seen Knaresborough Town win 4-0 against Bradford City in a return to the league campaign. Farran, how did you see that game?
Yeah, first half completely dominated the game. The second half didn't enjoy it as much, but I mean the most important thing is we got the job done, we got the points, and it's another 4 to add to the goal difference.
Mike, the 4 goals in the first half must have been pleasing to see, the amount of pressure that you exerted on the Bradford back 4 and the back line and the goalkeeper. Although the first goal did come from a mistake, it was still pressing and a high press.
Yeah, we knew how Bradford were going to play, with the intent they were going to play with, and it was just all about us just being organised behind the ball and making sure we looked to be favourites to pick up the pieces, and we pressed really high into some really good effect, and we got the rewards.
Were you surprised to go in at 4-0?
Beginning of the game, I would have said yes, but after watching the first 45, I was slightly disappointed that it was only 4, considering the dominance we had and the composure we showed in our approach play and the chances we created. I was disappointed to go in at 4, but it was great that we were creating as many chances as we did. So some positives and a little bit of it could have been more.
The season is, as the season's gone on, there's been quite a few injuries picked up by the players, and I think we're starting to see that catching up on a few of the team members that weren't available today, but also on a couple that were playing, and that forced some changes for the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there were quite a few changes that had to be made due to injury. It's obviously that time of the season. It's been probably a longer season than we expected because of some brilliant cup runs that we went on. But I think everybody, despite the changes, did the job that they were asked to do and left it all out on the pitch, which is brilliant to see.
It must be difficult trying to manage the game with those changes, and in some ways possibly fitting round pegs into square holes.
I mean, yeah and no. I think we've got a lot of players who can play multiple positions, and once they go out on the pitch, everyone just does the job that's asked of them. So I think we're quite lucky to have the team that we have, to be so supportive of each other and be so versatile.
Mike, you've got some really exciting young talent coming through into the first team in the shape of Bella, Jenny and Ellis. You must be very pleased with how they have fitted in really well with the senior players.
Yeah, it's been a seamless transition, to be fair. The girls, both footballing wise and social wise, have fitted really well into the group. The group have really acted as buddy systems for them to really help them develop and blossom. And this year, with the pitch time that they've received, we're starting to see that as a club. And I think it's really positive for us. I'm really excited because there's not only those 3 that you mentioned that are coming through. There's others behind it that are starting to knock on the door, and we're starting to take notice of. So the future's really bright for us at the minute, and that's just due to what we've put in place. It's great to see them play here, and it's great to see them combine together with the seniors and really make a good shift of things.
Were you disappointed in the second half display where we didn't get any more goals?
Yes, obviously I was. I thought 4-0, it's always a difficult one, coming in 4-0 at half time, to make sure the players, same intensity, start on the front foot and really go for it. And probably for the first 5-10 minutes of the second half, you could argue that we were still in the changing rooms. We'd come out a little bit stuck in a gear. So I was a little bit frustrated more than anything else, but I think the team was. I think they were. I mean, it wasn't as if they weren't trying to do the right things and put the ball in the right areas. I think we just came up against a sturdy back line who shifted really well and got blocks in. The keeper was in the right place at the right time. It just wouldn't fall, or that final pass was overhit. It was just a little bit of frustration and disappointment, really, but at the end of the day, it's 3 points on the board and it's 4-0 and a clean sheet.
I think we made a couple of early subs as well, which possibly disrupted things a little bit. But again, it's one of those.
I mean, a shout out to their keeper. She made some absolutely superb saves in the first half in particular, and probably stopped the scoreline being more than 4-0.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she was in the right place at the right time, and she made herself big, and she handling was really good actually, and shot stopping was good as well. She managed to parry it into not dangerous areas, so it forced us away to have to rebuild. So again, some really good decisions from the Bradford keeper. So credit where credit's due, that she stuck at it and she kept her composure. She made some really good decisions, and that kept the scoreline as it was.
Second half, Maria came off, and a little bit of concern for her. Do you know how she is?
It's an impact injury to the front of her shin. It's very bravely came out on a 1v1 with the ball over the top, and it was there to be won for the Bradford player, so she had every right to go for it. But Maria got to the ball first. There was momentum. There was clash of shins, and unfortunately, it's slightly above a shin pad, so it's just marked and bruised her leg. I think she'll be okay. I don't think there's going to be anything nasty untowards there.
To be fair, we've got the super stand-in of Padge, who's that well-known reserve keeper for us. Did she have any hesitations about getting subbed on and going in between the sticks?
No, she was up and ready, raring to go. I think she told us that she was going on in net, didn't she? And yeah, when she came on, she did have a job to do, which she did very well as well. The distribution was brilliant.
And is it good to get back to a league action?
Yeah.
100%. God, it's been a long time coming on it. I think the past few weeks it's been cup, and the intensity of them games can be slightly higher sometimes against the opposition you're playing, and it takes a lot out of the players. I think we're starting to see that a little bit with some of the injuries and niggles we're picking up. It's
been nice to have kind of a week between games. We obviously had back-to-back cup games, Thursday and then Sunday, which obviously high intensity, and playing a couple of days after you've just had a really intense game against a class lead side. It was tricky for the girls, but yeah, nice to be back in the league and back at home as well.
Right at the time of the interview that you all love, and I'm going to get straight into asking you about what was your goal of the game.
Goal of the game is for Emily Crispin. Her drive from about 20 yards, which smashed in off the underside of the bar into the back of the net. Just a true strike, to be fair, and nothing more than what she deserved.
Be a nice one to watch in the highlights.
Oh,
she does so much work on the pitch as well. She fully deserved for a goal and to be celebrated by everyone.
And obviously, player of the match.
Chloe. She was everywhere that she needed to be, and at the centre of a lot of things that we did that were great. Up and down the wing, relentless, energy levels at max, and just another fantastic performance from Chloe. She gives us 100% every game, every training session.
Excellent. Well, it's 4 more cup finals to go. 4 more games in our control that will hopefully lead to a successful end of the season. So I think we're back at Manse Lane in a week and a bit, midweek game, and good luck for that.
Yeah, looking forward to it.